Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Talia.
And welcome to Geek Room. And remember, with the Force, all things are possible.
Anything with your imagination and our imagination, we can take off in a galaxy far, far away.
And if you're looking to get your daily Star Wars fix, you've come to the right place. Today on this episode of Geek Room, we'll be discussing all things Star Wars related.
Including Lucasfilms and Disney. Speaking of Disney, Joe, have you seen the Mandalorian series?
I have.
Between Season 1 and Season 2, which one did you prefer and why?
Season 1 was great. It was a great startup, but Season 2 just upped the ante in terms of action, spectacle, and storyline as well. So you know what? I have to hand it to Season 2. It was amazing.
I love it. Well, I can't wait to get back to this, but right now we're going to toss it on over to our nerd friend Maggie.
What's up, nerds? And I say that with love. My name is Maggie, and I'm here to give you my very biased, list of my top 5 Star Wars movies. This one's gonna be pretty fun. So we're gonna start it in at number 5. And number 5 is kind of the most shocking one, to be honest. It's the Clone Wars movie. And I know alone, people have a lot of critiques about the Clone Wars movie. However, think about the things it starts. It's just such a good movie. I love it. So, number 4. And now for number 4, we're going to be going in with A New Hope. That's the creme de la creme that started everything. You've got little farm boy Luke finding out that he's a Jedi, which is the story that we all kind of want to live. And I have to throw out a little mention for Aunt Beru because I love her. And you get a great introduction to all of the Star Wars worlds and characters that you could ever imagine. Now let's go to the big guns with our top 3. So in number 3, this one might be kind of shocking, because a lot of people would place it as their number 1. I have The Empire Strikes Back. Now, my reasoning for putting it at number 3 is that, honestly, it's almost the perfect film. It's great, front to back. There's twists and turns, and we all know what twist I'm talking about. And it's just exciting. So, taking it in at number 2, I actually, for this one, have placed Return of the Jedi. And I put this one in number 2 above Empire Strikes Back because it's my favorite of the original trilogy. I think it's so fun, there's so much action, you get to see Luke become this amazing Jedi. There's great Boba Fett moments, not so great Boba Fett moments, but we loved those too. And it's such a great closer to the trilogy, it's amazing. And for my number 1, this one definitely has the high ground, if you know what I mean. It's Revenge of the Sith. Now, when I was 5 years old, it was the very first movie I saw, or can remember seeing, I guess, in theaters, and it blew my mind. I loved it. I loved the last 30 minutes of it. I loved the clones. I loved Anakin. Even being a youngling myself, was not frightened by this movie. I was instead just enthralled and entranced. So, that's my list, my very biased list, keep in mind, of my top 5 Star Wars movies, and that's all I gotta say.
Hi Maggie, thank you for giving us your top 5. I love that Revenge of the Sith is your number 1. I did not expect that. Also, I love watching Jedi Luke grow up as well. I thought that was really sweet.
I was surprised that episode 5 was down on number 3. But you know what? It's still great, and hey, that's a pretty epic top 5 list right there. Well, guys, don't change the channel. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we got plenty more Star Wars content coming your way.
Hey Joe, do you like Star Wars?
Of course.
And do you like charades?
Hell yes.
Okay, what am I?
Okay, you're not the T-1000, right?
No.
Okay, thank
What?
God.
No!
Okay, C-3PO.
Yes!
Okay, in that case, I got one. All right, who am I then?
Okay. Chewbacca.
Okay, then we're good there. And speaking of games, for our next segment, we're going to go ahead and toss over to Arthur as he introduces one of his video games that he's wanted to show us for a while. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and blast our way through the galaxy.
Hey everybody, it's Arthur. Hopefully my name is set at the bottom right here. If it's not, then I guess whatever. So I'm going to be able to show you a very cool thing that we were able to do. We did it with a new video game. Well, it's not a new video game, but it's new to the players that are about to play it, who've never played it before. So it's going to be really great. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at some of their reactions to this game. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Just Wait Production Studios, we have our guests, we have the video game. Let's go take a look at what's gonna happen. Well, welcome, Joe. Everyone, this is Joe. Of course you know Joe. Everyone knows Joe. So welcome to the show, Bobby. How do you feel of playing on the original Xbox?
Kind of excited because I never played on Xbox, honestly.
All right, there we go. So it's going to be your first time. Well, the audience knows Talia. She is one of our hosts. How are you doing today, Talia?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing today, Arthur?
I'm doing really well myself. And are you excited to play on the original Xbox here?
I'm super excited.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Anthony. How do you feel about playing on the old Xbox?
Memories.
Memories. So, Joe, we're going to start off by having you pick up that piece of paper right there and reading it.
Okay. Chaos has erupted throughout the galaxy.
As leader of an elite squad of Republic commandos, your mission is to infiltrate, dominate, and ultimately annihilate the enemy.
Your squad will follow your orders and your lead, working together as a team.
Instinctively, intelligently, instantly.
Or their leader, they are your weapon.
So reading that, how do you feel about this game?
That it's going to be a very physical game. You have to fight to dominate your opponent.
All right, so here we go. So just go ahead and read it out loud. Go ahead and show it to the camera.
Let's see. Star Wars Republic Commando. Oh my goodness.
So no lightsabers, but I'm expecting a lot of blasters in this one.
All right, so when you're ready, go ahead and turn on the Xbox and put in the disc.
It's been a long time.
Let's see how far you get.
I think I might just get stuck on putting the game in. Yeah, I can tell he has a red mark on his mask.
That is all blood.
That's all blood? Are
That
you
is all
serious?
blood that he has. How do you feel about this game?
It's cool. For its time, it's pretty out there. It's above its time.
Oh crap! Damn it!
So remember, you can also punch them, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I'm also used to sprinting.
Oh, somebody's coming. No.
Preferably, you'd like to aim at the enemy.
Yeah, I know. It's just the controller's super fat and the sensitivity is very weak.
All right, go ahead and press A. Now remember, those are explosives. Once it's fine.
Oh,
You're down. That's one try. Blow it up using your hand, but stay away from it.
Did I die?
Stop, you damn hamster!
I believe that's not a hamster.
I know. Oh, what the hell?
It's actually more interactive than any other game I played. Like actually commanding your troops and your brothers to go do stuff, like, because most games would just have you do it by yourself, or like the AI would just automatic. Oh!
You got lucky. You got real lucky.
it's not A.
I mean, this was a good idea, just to have your teammate.
Yeah, you know, while he's down, give him some confidence. Take
That's
him.
2 times. Go ahead and.
I think the graphics are great. I think it's just my skill level. Oh, these are bad guys. Oh, die. Oh my goodness.
Yes, go ahead and press A. That's your 3rd time?
Okay. Health station right there. Cool. Oh, crap.
So there we go. That's try number 2.
Damn it!
Alright. So that is the second part of the first mission. How did it feel?
Not bad. I'm getting a little bit more better with the controls. I just keep blowing myself up.
Remember, you gotta keep clear. That's your second time right there.
Dang it! That was suicide.
So how intense is this game to you, Joe?
Well, now that I know I got 1 life left, this thing just went like from here to here. So.
Would you say those are a little bit harder to kill?
A lot harder than the newer ones.
Help is critical! Ah!
If you were to play this game later on, you'd face at least 15 at a time.
Are you serious? I think that it just took my whole clip.
Alright, there we go. Let's try number 3.
Wait. What? No!
Alright, there we go. That's the first level. You are now done.
I live.
How did you feel about that whole intro right there?
The whole intro was pretty cool. When it comes to the droids and everything, I like when they had the blood spatter of the oil. But that B2, it took like what, 2 clips? Almost 3? I was just like, sweet Jesus.
So, would you play this game again on your downtime if you had a chance?
No. Obviously.
Would you say you enjoyed the game?
Yes, I absolutely enjoyed the game.
Would it be a game that you would play again?
Yes, I would play this again. I probably would play on the easiest mode possible.
Got it. So that will be the end of level 1.
Oh damn.
Which would be the easiest of all levels. So how did you feel about the game overall?
Well, didn't know you could die so quickly.
So, you think it was a great game? Would you play this game again?
I would, definitely.
So would you play this game if they remastered the game?
Oh, most definitely. Like when it comes to ordering your squad, I thought it was gonna be a lot more complex and complicated, but it's pretty simple. But it makes the gameplay a lot more fast-paced.
Alrighty, thank you for coming in today.
Whew, that was quite the experience.
Yes, it was. I didn't think I could be so bad at something.
Arthur, thank you very much, and we look forward to the next game you put on our list. Now, speaking of that, when we come back, it's going to get a little hectic up in here.
Ooh, yes it is. We have a little special something that's going to make some fans happy and some not so much.
Time to ignite the spark between past and present and come to war. And we are back, and guess what? We got the whole crew gathered up right now. And what are we going to do? Debate. We're going to have a debate discussing what was better, the Lucas era versus the Disney era of Star Wars. So, let's go and start off. Who wants to go first?
Lucas! Totally Lucas. Disney was...
Okay.
But why? Why?
So, okay, let's take a look at this real quick. So with Lucas, we got the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy, and then do we even want to include the holiday special?
Yeah, it's there. We have
Okay.
to.
Okay, so we have
The
to.
facts.
And then with Disney, we have the sequel trilogy as well as The Mandalorian, and then everything. Oh, Clone Wars as well, and Rebels.
Some of Clone Wars.
Okay, true.
They
true.
did like
Some of
10
them. That's a good point.
episodes.
That's a good point.
Very fair. Okay.
Shouts
Compared
out
to
Cartoon
what-
Network.
Very fair point. Okay, so we have that lined up. Oh, and let's not forget, we have like 10 other series coming out on Disney Plus, like in the future. So the question is now, with that said, what do you think is the better one?
Look, see, you talked about all the other series that are coming out. Well, they have like 6 different series that are coming out with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and then you have the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, the Loki
Then-
series.
Yeah, you have a book. You get a lot of Star Wars series that are coming out for Disney.
We even have a Lando series coming out. Is that really necessary?
So,
Yes.
at that point, you gotta question, how good are these series really gonna be? Because they put a lot into Mandalorian. They did put a lot into it. But are they gonna put as much effort into the other series that they're coming out that they put into Mandalorian?
Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Okay, so I will say this. In terms of the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens, great start, I thought. It was a lot of fun. It reignited, like, hey, this is what you go to watch Star Wars for. But then, episode 8 and 9, I was like, what the hell happened? It's like the story just completely derailed. And so, in the hands of for the movies at least, Rogue One was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Rogue One. And then Han Solo was okay. But in terms of the actual sequel trilogy, I was like, they didn't know where they wanted to take it or go with it, in my opinion.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in The Last Jedi, there was not a Star Wars duel, or there wasn't a lightsaber duel.
Not an official one. Not
But there were
properly.
big horses.
There were big horses.
Yeah. Okay, here's my thing. Big horse chase race scene. I don't know the name of the species, I'm sorry. If we want to look it up or something, we can. But that scene or the pod racing scene?
Pod
Pod
racing.
racing.
That's
No
iconic.
There's your answer.
Pod racing. It's iconic.
Yeah.
And we're drilling into Disney. There's so much that we're going into Disney. We totally forgot about Lucas.
So let's go ahead and touch upon that then.
Yeah.
With Lucas, like, it was the beginning of a lot of, like, you know, like, nostalgia factor for as we grow up and we look back on these movies, we're like, they're awesome. So, like, I'll say for me, the first one I saw was A New Hope. And then I got to see the Empire and then Return of the Jedi. So for those, I was like, fantastic stories, action, and then spectacle.
This brings up a good point for me that might influence somebody's answer. Did you have the Darth Vader father reveal spoiled for you, or did you watch it not knowing?
I actually watched it not knowing.
Really? Because I feel like people, anybody my age and younger, if they saw it, they already know. Like, everybody knows I'm your father. But, like, did that absolutely, like, blow your mind, or?
It did. Like, first time I was like, oh damn, like, this is a game changer.
Yeah, because I feel like that was such a huge deal that we kind of, like, take for granted how big of a twist that
That's a
was.
great point because it was such a blown up movie that like everyone knew. Luke,
Yeah, everybody
I'm your
knows now.
father.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was so young, like it was, as you said, like our childhood, that I didn't totally know what I was watching. And then you grow up, you're like, oh, this is like a big deal.
Yeah.
And you still enjoy like the story for everything it has to offer. Even if you know it's coming, you're like, okay, Luke, I'm your father.
Yeah.
There's some stuff we forget about too, is the original Clone Wars series.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that one.
It's cool, but it just looks a little weird.
They do have some weird scenes in there.
But
General Grievous.
what was the best scene, though?
Some of the best scenes have General Grievous in it.
I
General
do love
Grievous
I
was
do love
amazing
General
in that
Grievous.
series. He kicked ass, and then he didn't run away like he did in the newer series.
That's a good point.
But then again, he does have to run away because he had to stay alive for the war. If that makes sense.
Oh, so it's
So
like,
because he's general. So right on top you have Count Dooku. You got Count Dooku and then General Grievous.
Mm-hmm.
So he's number 2. So of course he's gonna have to run away sometimes.
it sounds like
stay
he has
alive.
plot armor at that point.
Plot armor. There we go.
Case in point, Rey. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. Rey had nothing but plot armor in the sequel trilogy.
She should not have been able to defeat Kylo Ren in a lightsaber battle.
Okay, but
Yeah,
Rebels was
lightsaber.
good.
That was
And lightsaber duel, especially in the first one, Rey should not have been able to defeat Kylo Ren.
And can I just say, I hate how they treated R2-D2 in that film. I thought it was terrible. I thought that they made him
Yeah,
depressed
poor little guy.
and he was not even a character.
He has PTSD. You know, he's the main
R2-D2
character of
has
the.
PTSD.
Yeah, he's the main
PTSD
character.
too.
He's in every single
PTSD
episode.
too.
He's in every single movie.
He's like, guys, I gotta take a step
He
back
is.
at
He's the
some
only
point.
one who's in every single movie.
He has PTSD. If they don't memory wipe him, since the time when he fixed the ship in the first one, all the way up until the 9th one.
So where's the R2-D2 series?
That's what we need. We
That's
need
what we
R2-D2.
need. I think with the rise of like AI technology, I think we need a droid-led television show. I'm just saying.
If we
I think
did-
that'd be sick.
If we did, definitely have like his thoughts in there, just be like narrating is like, yeah, so I saw the Clone Wars and it was bonkers, let me tell you.
You think he'd say bonkers?
No.
I just imagine him talking like Cleveland from Family Guy when they did Star Wars.
Yeah, I could definitely say that.
Oh, I had another question about this too. Are we including the old canon, like all the other stuff?
Like the books?
I'm talking like Mara Jade. I'm talking like.
Oh yeah,
all
we're
that,
including
like-
all of that. We need all of that in.
If we're including all of that, that changes my answer that I just finally came to.
Ooh, are you coming on the Lucas answer?
I was, because my thing is Disney. It has so much potential. I feel like it's a little bit too early still to be having this argument.
That's
Just
true.
because they're bringing parts of the old canon back in, like they're gonna be spoilers. They're gonna be putting Thrawn into the Mandalorian, and it's like he's the best. So
And I think
they're
they
gonna
realized
do cool stuff.
they realized with the 3 episodes they came out with, their new trilogy, they've learned we messed up a lot. Let's
They
go
know,
back and
that's
let's
the
fix
thing.
things.
That's the thing. Ground them for like 2 weeks because they made a mistake. Don't completely like freaking throw them out of your house. You know. That's all I gotta say.
But if you ruin a character like Luke Skywalker,
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, actually.
like at that point, if you ruin a character like his dad's the most evil person in the galaxy, but he never gave up on his dad. Darth Vader, the most evil person at the time other than Palpatine, and he never gave up on him. And then he has a dream about Ben at the time, that Ben's gonna kill people, so he goes, oh, I'm gonna have to off Ben to stop this dream.
Yeah, I have no argument for that. They did him dirty. They did. Wait, is anybody arguing for Disney?
Yeah, real quick, where's everyone at?
Yeah, where's everyone at right
Lucas.
Lucas, what do you...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like leaning like, okay, like I said, Last Jedi I did not like, and then Rise of Skywalker was, I say, a generic sci-fi action movie. That's how I explain it. But you do bring up a fair point where they're just barely figuring out what they have, and like The Mandalorian is amazing. So, damn,
I got mad points.
yeah, I can't say that I officially hate it, like Disney anymore, but they got something working though.
Did you watch Rebels?
I have not.
It gets kind of good.
The best part of Rebels is when Darth Vader shows up. And then I
Yeah.
stopped watching the series.
Well, come on, man. Come on, man. That Darth Maul, Obi-Wan little fight.
That's right.
I did see that. I did see that.
And
It took like all of 3 seconds to find out what happened.
because that's the point. That's the point, is that they're both so good. They're both so good at fighting that they already in their head with the Force. They both are looking at each other and they already know what's gonna happen as soon as they lift up their lightsabers. So it doesn't even take them a long time to finish the fight.
So it's like
It's
a
good.
it's like a Sherlock Holmes moment then, where he's like, okay, he's gonna attack this way, he's gonna attack that way.
Yeah, the battle happens in their heads before it happens. Context.
There are other things I can go into like detail by detail that no one in the Disney franchise has any of the lightsaber. I'm trying to remember what they call it officially. There's like lightsaber styles they have in the original ones. So
Are you talking
Like-
about like the Kyber crystals?
no,
Cyber
not the
crystals?
Kyber crystals. Yeah, like
They're fighting
Count
spells.
Dooku.
Oh,
He
okay.
he's more of a duelist. So if you duel him, he'll outduel you. Outduel.
Oh, I
Duel.
gotcha.
Outduel you.
Outduel.
with the lightsaber. And then Anakin just goes ham on them. He just goes and he swings and he's swinging everywhere and he just overpowers people. Obi-Wan's more, he blocks and he fights kind of normal, like a, almost like a knight, like an old style knight.
Ooh, I love that.
I hadn't actually
medieval.
not thought about that.
So,
That's cool.
and if you watch the newer ones, none of them have their style that they fight.
That's a little bit wrong though. That's a little bit wrong though, because Kylo Ren. Well, there's not that much. I'll
Kylo
give you
Ren
this.
just
There's
swings
not
it.
that much to work with there. None of them are trained to get their own style, and Ren he just uses brute force.
Yeah, but Ren was trained by the Knights of Ren and whatever that villain's name
But
was.
did any of the Knights of Ren have lightsabers?
They had tools to fight.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and settle down. Well, with that heated first debate, we'll be right back and find out the results. And guys, we are back, and let's go ahead and find out what everybody's stance is for Star Wars. Talia?
Definitely Lucasfilms. Disney is way too Disney. George Lucas is classic.
Are the Lucasfilms, because it's the classic, first of all, and it's one of the best ones out there. He's the one who created the story.
I love you guys, but Disney, I'll feed the beast. Disney is the best. Potential.
For me, I'm gonna have to get to Lucas right now, mainly for nostalgia, but check back with me in 5 years and we'll see how Disney does on the line. Well, guys, that's all the time we have for Geek Room. Join us next time.
For the Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
What's up, nerds? Oh!
Third time's a charm.
I had a quick.
Number one building.